Coming up on this episode of Up for Debate, we're talking official U.S. symbols. What does that mean? Well, the official things of the United States. You know, we may have an official flag or an official bird or an official motto, but we don't have an official muffin or an official sport. So Matt and I are going to discuss those, pick a few of our favorites, and debate the best things in the United States. Join us, because Up for Debate's going to start for you right now. This is Up for Debate, episode number 55. Recorded July 7th, 2016, the official podcast of the United States. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Up for Debate, the podcast that bleeds red, white, and blue. I'm Sean Jennings, joined as always by our very own Uncle Sam. He wants you. It's Matt Mariani.
I feel like I should have worn some more patriotic attire for this occasion.
Yeah, close enough.
Oh, well. How are we doing tonight, Mr. Sean Jennings?
Oh, doing great.
Jennings of the North.
I'm excited to be there. It's actually much cooler in here now that, my ceiling fan works. So that's pretty good.
Jennings from the block.
Yeah, you know me. I'm fresh to death. Home slice. Yeah, no, this is exciting because I think we got a fun topic. And of course, Matt, we had a lot of fun last week coming up with our own baseball team.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Before we get into tonight's topic, I just feel like I want to amend something that we agreed on last week. I couldn't entirely remember. The mascot of the Grits, was her name... What was her name?
I actually made notes. I actually have written evidence here. It is Gretchen the Grit.
Gretchen. Okay, it was Gretchen. All right. Just wanted to make sure.
Think?
For some reason, I don't know why, a thought occurred to me like an hour or two later. I thought we had named her Gertrude the Grit.
I thought it was Gertie. I thought it was Gertie the Grit.
No, Gretchen makes a lot more sense.
It does, and it's better.
I'm glad we stuck with the Grit. Gretchen is better.
Go with your
Gretchen,
first idea.
So I'm glad I can rest easy tonight.
Yeah.
Lost a lot of sleep over that one.
Well, Gretchen. Listen, the kids love Gretchen. Well, who doesn't love a mascot named Gretchen?
Gretchen.
Gretchen.
That was Mean Girls, right? Wasn't there a character named Gretchen?
I think so. That sounds right.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Oh my God! You know only 4 people like our Facebook page.
We have a Facebook page?
Yeah, we're live streaming on it, Matt.
Just kidding.
No, I don't think you are actually, but maybe that's why we only have 4 likes.
Good thing we're not the official podcast of Facebook.
Yeah, that I find very unlikely to happen. But you can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/UpForDebateTV, and sometimes watch us do this live.
If you like us, then you might be able to receive an official Grits hat.
You know, Matt, we really should run a Facebook contest. We really should, because we did on the Goldilocks Zone, which is funny. You remember we ran on our way back, we ran the Marvel contest in our first couple episodes.
Yeah, I remember that.
We gotta maybe bring that back and get some Facebook likes, or I could just buy them. Facebook just lets you buy likes. You just put the cash down and you own them.
It's capitalism at its finest.
There's a reason why Don't Panic has 3,000 likes. It's because Colby got free ad credits when he worked at Facebook. So most of those people are from Mexico and have never heard of the show. Anyway, we're getting off the rails here as usual. Let's get to the topic at hand, Matt. You may not know this, but the United States as a whole, to some degree, but also almost every state in the Union, the lawmakers have nothing to do. They don't need to pass laws or hold committees or do any actual work, right?
They get some downtime.
So they like to fill their downtime by passing bullshit bills that declare official things of that given state or country. Most of the time, paid for by lobbyists. Let's be honest, there's a reason why the yogurt industry pushed to make yogurt the official snack of New York State. Go figure.
Yogurt. Yeah, you know what? That was one of the things that I scratched that off my list. I wanted to talk to you about that.
About what?
About yogurt being the official snack of New York.
It's bullshit. It's
that's
so stupid,
crazy.
and it's literally because the yogurt industry wanted to move a bunch of production to New York and threatened not to do so unless they made it the official snack.
Oh, see, now I didn't really look up the nasty history about it. I just was like, wow, why is yogurt? Why is that?
Yeah,
You know what I assumed is just because, to be fair, upstate New York does produce a lot of dairy. There's a lot of cattle, and I figured yogurt, dairy. That's where I saw the connection coming.
Well, here's the problem, Matt. Do you know what was invented in New York State?
Not yogurt.
The potato chip.
Oh yeah.
So why wouldn't it be the potato chip? They didn't invent yogurt in New York.
So was pizza, like American pizza.
Well, American style pizza. Sure. That would have made sense. Although pizza's not really a snack.
Debatable.
No,
Pizza sticks
that is
are a
weird.
snack.
Oh, pizza. Well, what?
Pizza bake.
Totino pizza rolls.
Totino's pizza rolls
Authentic New York style Totino's
Over
pizza
there.
rolls.
were invented. Probably also New York. So yeah, so yogurt. Now, you know who has a pretty awesome snack, official snack? Is the state of Massachusetts.
Oh,
Their
really?
official state snack happens to be the chocolate chip cookie.
Yes. Yes, it does. And the official state dessert, I believe, is Boston cream pie.
The Boston cream pie.
It's amazing. The official donut is the Boston cream donut.
Oh, I didn't know they had an official donut.
But that's the point of this episode, right? Is because there's so much stupid.
The official muffin of Massachusetts is the cranberry muffin.
Wrong.
It's not?
No.
What's the official muffin, Sean?
That would make more sense. No, it's the corn muffin, the crappiest muffin alive.
That's the worst muffin of
I
all.
know.
You know what? You guys have the best snack and probably, arguably, the best pie. So, you know what? The crappiest muffin, take it or leave it.
Massachusetts has an official children's author and children's illustrator. The official
Really?
state children's author. Do you know who it is? A Massachusetts native?
Silverstein?
No.
It's not Shel Silverstein?
Just name the most famous children's author and illustrator.
Dr. Seuss.
There you go. Theodore Geisel. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway,
Or guys.
there are a lot of official state things. And so we decided, you and I, decided that the United States, the problem with the United States, Matt, is that we actually have very few official things. There is no official snack of the United States. There is no official song. Well, there is the official anthem. There's no official song. There's no official sport. None of these
And
categories.
if you want, I could run down real quick, and this is just to prove how short the list is. I can run down the list of official U.S. things that I came up with and found.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Official U.S. bird, bald eagle.
Makes
Official U.S. mammal / land animal, the bison. Official U.S. flower, the rose. Official U.S. tree is the oak. And that's where the list ends. Those are the only official U.S. things that I came across
Well,
in
you
my
missed
list.
a few.
Oh, and what else?
Well, the national march is Stars and Stripes Forever.
Oh, I read that. I thought that's a given.
and of course our
what is an official march? What?
Well, Massachusetts has an official state march, the Road to Boston.
Penguin March. The March of the Penguins.
And March
No,
Madness.
that's the Alaska. The March Madness.
No, and the official motto is "In God We Trust."
Oh, that's right.
E
The
pluribus
motto.
unum. Yeah, but otherwise, no. You hit on all of them. It's very few. It's very few.
Now, is that the official motto? Isn't it E pluribus unum?
Well, that's the unofficial, according to Wikipedia.
The Wikipedia. I'm having an issue with my computer charger at the moment.
Okay, well, I'll keep talking.
Right now, it's being the official worst computer charger in the world.
I think that we just need to call everything the official blank.
It's the worst. It somehow tied itself in a knot that's now caught on the end of my couch. And
I don't know how you always end up with these problems, Matt.
it's just being officially a pain in the butt.
Being officially the worst.
So that's the list. I was surprised to find out, personally, that the United States did not have an official sport. I kind of have always assumed, being that it's referred to as the national pastime, that baseball was considered the national sport of the United States. But I
Well,
guess that is a contested opinion.
well, you know what's interesting is most of, again, as we talked about, the reason states have official things is for a couple reasons. One, they got talked into doing it by some lobbying group or something. Two, for example, the official state sport of Massachusetts is basketball because basketball was invented in Massachusetts. There's usually a reason why a state has an official something. The Boston cream pie was invented in Boston. That's why it's the official dessert. So the problem with the United States is everything great was invented here. You can't pick.
There's so
while
many.
Baseball is America's pastime. We invented all the great sports of the world, including soccer, which I'm just going to claim we came up with. So, I think it's really hard to get consensus.
It is. I think you're partially right. Not about soccer being invented here, because that's not right.
No,
but
football we didn't invent. Soccer we did.
now it's just going to get confusing. It's just going to become a big debate over what do we call it? Footy or
footy?
Soccer.
Footbag? No, that's hacky sack.
Yeah. But I think you're right on track about when you're talking about how a lot of good things were invented here. Most of the good things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good things. A lot of bad things too, but a lot of good things.
Mostly good things.
We're going to focus on the awesome things, I hope.
Are.
So I guess we should jump right into it. What do you want to take a look at first?
I mean, there are a lot of different things. Most official state things are, colors and flags and mottos and nickname. The United States has most of those. Then there's a lot of flora and fauna stuff. So the official bird, the official dog, fish, tree, flowers, grass, insects, all that kind of stuff. There's geology, so there's a lot of fossils and minerals and rocks and official things of that. There's kind of the funky stuff like official dances, the official food and beverage, musical instruments, songs, sports, toys, ships, and the list goes on. So we can start with maybe some of the more simple stuff like the official...
food.
The official
food?
The what?
Food?
Well, the official food... we're going to have to be more specific because it could be the official nut, the official fruit, the official dessert, the official beverage, grain, grape.
But there's no food. There's no the official dinner of the United States.
Well, there's a state pie in Florida.
Steak pie.
No, state pie.
Oh, state pie. That's the key lime pie.
It is the key. Very good. We could just do trivia.
I just looked up, right before the show.
Snack food and jellies and donuts. And so we could just pick soft drink.
So we definitely can't.
Oh, no.
All right.
Maryland has a state food.
It does. Is it the crab cake?
Well, it's the blue crab, yeah.
The blue crab, which is an animal. When you think about it.
I wonder what... see, now I want to look up what the state animal of Maryland is. Because I wonder if it's also the blue crab.
I think it's the terrapin. Because I know the University of Maryland, their mascot is a terrapin. Which is basically a turtle. It's like a greenback turtle or something.
Well, the official crustacean is the blue crab.
Now we're getting a little crazy here. Official crustacean.
And the official horse is the thoroughbred horse. Isn't that like all horses? Oh
my gosh, we're going down into the rabbit hole already.
I mean, minimum, you're going to learn something. Okay, so let's go back to official food. Let's say the official fruit. Let's just start at the official fruit. Okay. What would be the official fruit of the United States of America? I have a choice.
Got to be the cherry.
The cherry. See, I would have said the apple. All right, go ahead. Why do you think it's the cherry?
I'm going with the cherry solely based on the completely fictional and culturally appropriated story of George Washington and the cherry tree. That whole bit. That's just the one reason it jumped into my mind. Second reason, because you have the cherry blossoms, which appear every spring, right on the mall, the National Mall, and the Capitol, So if the capital of your country uh, has this reverence for cherry blossoms, which, by the way, were gifts from the Japanese consulate, um, uh, then I think that that's important. Also, cherry wood and cherry, like cherry, you got like things made out of cherry wood, and that I'm just saying it's a resource that we use a lot for decorative purposes or for to make things look nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the cherry.
Decent choice. I think those are all fair points. I wish I had
Wait,
thought of it. Yeah, go
one
ahead.
more.
Uh huh.
The cherry on top of the ice cream. It's often thought of as the pinnacle of success. It's a metaphor. I'm making a metaphor here.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
So like the United States is the cherry on top of the world sundae.
All right. I like that. I like that. See, I always said the apple, and here's why.
Yeah.
First of all, Johnny Appleseed, one of the great American folk stories. All right, a lot of history there. Apple pie, which I think if we talk about the most American dessert, that's at best, at worst, a contender. At best, the pick. It is the second most widely eaten fruit in America. It is grown all across our country and cultivated here in America. I don't even know where cherries grow. Where do we get cherries from? Do they grow in the U.S. or do we ship those in from somewhere? Like
Cherries
apples
growing. I could look up where. I'm pretty sure you would like the Midwest. Like I think it's a prairie fruit.
like oranges grow in Florida.
I could be totally
and
wrong.
I don't know where cherries come from.
Could be completely
just
wrong.
buy them at the
But-
Kroger. So I know, and I think apples have a lot of variety, like America. That's kind of stretching it a bit. I think.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Okay. So apparently, most cherries in the United States. Not to interrupt
No.
your stream of thoughts there, but the majority of cherries are grown in Washington, California, Oregon, Wisconsin, and Michigan. So the Midwest and the West Coast.
Makes sense.
But a lot more come from Europe or are grown in Europe. But the majority of the ones that we have here are local grown. So
The problem I have with those, and I would also put up banana as a contender only because it's the most eaten fruit in America. The problem is none of those come from America originally, historically.
you know what?
They're not
I'm
native.
starting to rethink my option here because the cherry doesn't, the apple doesn't.
So
I
would
don't
you
think
like-
the apple's indigenous.
Would you like to know fruits of North American origin?
I would definitely like to know that.
They're not very
I can't
good.
imagine there being a lot.
No, it's a lot of berries. A lot of berries.
Yes.
Your blueberry, strawberry,
Cranberries.
cranberry,
Wild berries.
all of those, and a lot of
How
other.
about those oranges? Those are probably indigenous.
I don't think they are. I think they're more
I
tropical.
don't-
They're not on this list.
Yeah, but I mean indigenous for like Florida, southern states, but like mainly Florida, tropical states.
I'm gonna look that up.
California, even though it's not tropical, I think has oranges. Southern, maybe.
Let's see. Wikipedia page. Orange parentheses fruit.
I know the climate in Florida is perfect for oranges. Usually, sometimes it gets too hot or too dry.
History. The orange is unknown in the wild state. It is believed to have originated in southern China, northeastern India, and perhaps Southeast Asia, and were first cultivated in China around 2500 BC. Citrus fruits were introduced
Fine.
to Europe in the 11th century.
Totally did not know that. Well, okay, the 11th century. That's still a pretty long time ago. We can agree
They were
on
brought
the human scale.
They were brought to Florida in 1565 by Spanish
Okay,
missionaries.
That's pretty recent. All right, that's not an indigenous. Then we can rule it out.
No, no, but I do like.
16th century is definitely too late.
Oh, the
Or too
black
close.
cherry. The black cherry is from
Yeah.
America.
Okay.
Oh,
See, we're learning all kinds of things.
we are. This will be our most fact-filled per minute, the most fact-filled episode we've ever done.
Up for debate, where we debate nothing, but we
Just read
examine
off
the
Wikipedia.
facts. We just examine.
We're just an
Mundane.
audiobook version of Wikipedia.
We can just call this microscope to the mundane.
That's a really good name. Why didn't you pitch that when we were coming up with the show titles?
I feel like that's more like a subtitle than a name.
I think that'd make a great name for a show.
Microscope to the mundane.
Oh man, where's my pen? I gotta write that down. That's a
mundane
good one.
microscope.
No, I liked it the other way. Microscope
To the mundane.
to the mundane.
It's pretty much what we do every week. We hold up a microscope.
Your first book needs to be titled that, Matt.
Yeah. And it would have the alliteration, too. Matt Mariani.
You son of a bitch. I'm so
Microscope
mad.
to the mundane. Is that orange juice you got there?
No, it's more San Pellegrino. So I had the lemon yesterday, and it's orange. Have you had San Pellegrino? It's fancy.
Mr. San Pellegrino.
It doesn't even smell
Is that what you Texans drink? Do the other Texans know you're drinking San Pellegrino?
No, it was on sale at the store. Someone must be buying it. I can't be the only one. I never had it. Well, like a lot. Like I've had it, but
yeah, it's pretty good. I've had it here and there. So, do you want to segue into official drinks?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's great. So I'm going to say it was with the black cherry. I think the black cherry.
Wow. Okay. So you're changing your.
Well, no, I'm agreeing with you. It's cherry. We just got to pick the one that came from the United States.
The black cherry is indigenous. Yeah, I was gonna maybe change to a berry, like a blueberry. I know that New England kind of has a monopoly on the nice berries, like cranberry and blueberry.
You know what, Matt? We'll let the viewer decide.
Always. Oh, we always let the viewer decide.
All right. Yes, official beverages. Now, a lot of states just picked a single. Some states do like the more specific types of beverages, like the official beer or the official blank. I think we should just keep it high level. If you can drink it, it's a beverage, and there are a lot of. Oh my God! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 states
Likes on our Facebook. Oh.
I wish. Then we'd really be rolling in the dough. No. Apparently, 20 states have the same state beverage, which is kind of baloney. So that really should be the national beverage, you would think. If almost half the states have the same official...
Is it Coca-Cola?
Beverage. Oh, it's 21, actually. It says right at the top of the article. I didn't have to count 21. No, it is not Coca-Cola.
Is it Gatorade?
It is not Gatorade. It's not Gatorade. Although Florida, actually, that would be really a good idea. No, Florida, it's orange juice. I guess that also makes sense. Indiana's is water.
How Indiana?
They just had to pick the most boring, plain thing ever. That's great.
Great job, Indiana. You know what? As long as it wasn't like... I know in NASCAR, there's this tradition, which I didn't know about, just found out about recently, where the winner of the Indy 500 gets milk dumped on them. So I was thinking maybe milk would be their state beverage.
And there was a big controversy a few years back because, I don't know if it's still the case. Powerade was a big sponsor, and they have a car, or they had a car. I don't know if they still do. And that car won. And they were mad that they didn't dump Powerade on the guy. And they got really upset. And they're like, we sponsor and we spend all this money and you don't dump Powerade on him. So,
well, honestly, how many, now you're a marketing guy, so you can answer this. How many consumers do you believe they lost or did not gain? I should say it that way. How many consumers did they not get from not being able to dump the Powerade on the race car man?
Well, that's not the reason the reason you put up a stink is because it was probably in his contract that the only liquid you can legally have poured on you is Powerade, and you broke.
Really?
The contract.
You think that would be in his
It's not about the customers. It's just because a lot of the kind of product placement where a celebrity vouches for Coke, but they're spotted drinking a Pepsi by the paparazzi. Like, the companies get really mad because they spend a ton of money. And they just get mad that their contracts violate. So it's more that than whether or not you lose a customer. It's just that you want to get what you pay for.
I didn't think of it from that side of things. I just thought the bottom line of marketing is making money.
No, I don't think you'll lose a customer for that.
Spreading your brand.
Yeah, I think just the simple fact that the car says Powerade is probably enough.
It doesn't say milk. Does anybody drive a milk car?
I want to say Milk has sponsored, when they had Got Milk and all that.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember when the athletes were sponsored by Got Milk.
Yeah, that was a thing. And Matt, you'll be happy. Do you want to know what 21 states have in common as their state beverage?
I guess. Is it milk?
It's milk.
Wow. Okay, that was my next guess. I was just going basically region by
Rhode
region,
Island's
like
is coffee
South
milk,
Coca-Cola, coffee milk.
which
Nice.
is great. Let's see, a few others. Nebraska's state soft drink is Kool-Aid, which isn't a soft
I
drink.
didn't even think of that as a soft drink. Yeah,
Alabama's only has a state spirit, and it's whiskey. California's state beverage is wine.
of course.
Let's see. South Carolina's state hospitality beverage is South Carolina grown tea. That's a little.
You know what I'd really like to know is and I think the viewers would like to know as well, is what is the beverage of Alaska?
They don't have one.
Damn.
Yeah. What a
Alaska.
disappointment.
Hey,
Only 28 states have an official beverage.
I wanted it to be like some kind of
Like yak's
Inuit
milk or something.
milk, yeah, or something, yeah,
Sounds
something
great.
like that. Some kind of really rugged thing. Oh well.
So, what would be the official beverage of the United States? Now, we could say milk. Again, 21 out of 50 states agree that that is their official beverage. But we don't have to pick that. So, Matt, what do you think? What should be the official beverage of the United States? Don't think too hard.
I think you got to go with good old Coke or Pepsi,
Cola. I think
right?
cola
Cola?
should be the
That's
official.
kind of like it's almost like our gift slash our curse to the world is like this sugary drink that can cause diabetes. It's like, it's quintessential America, and I think it's quintessential America in this global era. I think
Absolutely.
the brand itself, right up there with McDonald's, the New York Yankees, and let's think of another really good one. A car, Chrysler, maybe.
Put it this way: when "hello" is the most commonly known word around the globe, and Coca-Cola is the second.
Yeah, there you go.
I think cola
Much
has
better.
really, you read articles about guys who go to, tribes in the Amazon that haven't ever talked to people, but somehow they know what Coca-Cola is. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but I think Coca-Cola, through a combination of the beverage itself, the sweet, tangy taste of cola, mixed with the advertising and the emotion behind, there's a reason Coca-Cola advertises happiness, right? That's their big marketing gimmick. It's because it is one of those products in America that have been around for so long and has been so ingrained in our culture that it has an emotional connection to it. And very few products get that way. And so I think it is uniquely American in that respect. It wasn't necessarily invented here, but it was made popular here. And I don't think cola would be as popular as it is today if not for the United States. Now,
Okay.
it's
We
not a very
agree.
positive pick. It's not particularly healthy, or it doesn't say good things, but I think it's the right choice. It's a hard choice,
But
but the right
we're
choice.
going to pick V8 is our drink. Like, come on, really?
Kale
we're
juice?
we're not the most health conscious country.
No, we're not. And hey, I'm okay with that. Hey, on our breakfast episode, we professed how much we like juice. We could have picked juice.
Of course.
But then again, juice is
Yeah.
kind of...
But then which juice? There's a whole
Beer.
bunch of
Beer could be a fun pick. But beer's not.
No, there's so many other countries in the world that
Yeah.
have beat when it comes to beer that I
We'll
don't think
stick
beer
with
is in our
cola.
official interest.
I think cola's a good
I would definitely
pick.
go with. I'd go with. I think yeah, we could stick with. We now all right. For argument's sake, I think cider might have been a better option than beer, because in true that could be an interesting pick. That's a sleeper pick right there. The
would
unofficial drink or hard drink, cider. George Washington owned a cidery. I think John Adams had one too. Most of the founding fathers drank cider. A lot of them preferred cider to beer. Most and when you think about it that way, the popularity of cider really kind of originated in the States, in the colonies. It wasn't really a bit commonly drunk anywhere else that I know of.
I think that would be a
Cider.
good pick. Matt, one U.S. state does have apple cider as their official beverage. Can you guess which state?
New York.
No. Theirs is milk.
They had all apple things. They had apple muffin.
Yeah, you would
they had
think.
apple as the fruit.
All this milk
I-
just tells me the Got Milk people really did their jobs well. That's why we're
Yeah.
doing it. No, it's the great state of New Hampshire.
Oh, would have never guessed that.
Apparently, they like apple cider there only since 2010.
And I'm assuming Vermont, they just drink maple syrup, right?
No, they drink milk.
Milk.
You guessed it. Milk.
All right.
Good. Well, that one wasn't too bad. Oh, you know what we could do too is we could do the official beverage of the United States is cider, and the official soft drink is cola.
Yeah.
You know, because we make our own rules, so there's no wrong answers.
Yeah.
Now, what else would you like to pick officially?
How about we go with color? What's the official U.S. color?
Red, white, and blue.
Those are 3 colors.
You can have the state of Maryland has 4 official colors: red, white, black, and gold.
Long story short, it's purple because that's what happens when you mix red and blue. Although if you throw the white in there, it might come out as pink.
I'd go with pink. It's a great color.
Yeah,
it's the official
pink.
color of this show. Well, purple.
Yes,
Purple's the official color of this show, as well as Minnesota.
Yeah, and the Barney. Barney the dinosaur. He's also
And royalty
royalty
as well.
How about you? You get the next pick.
Okay, I've got the list here. What about dog breed?
Okay.
Most
I'm
states, not most states actually, only maybe 10 states have an official dog breed. And actually a bunch more have them proposed. What is the most American dog, Matt?
It's got to be the golden retriever.
It's got to be. You feel very confident in that.
So confident in that.
Well, they were originally bred in Scotland, Matt.
But I'm just thinking, not where they're bred. I'm just thinking. Sorry, there was a fly. When you just think of an American dog, a dog that an American has, to me that screams golden retriever.
Yeah, I mean, I see that.
Like Bud or Freedom or something like that. Eats steak right off the grill.
Okay, no, I don't. Is your dog doing that, Matt?
No, I don't.
Because that's really not safe.
I'm just saying the quintessential Joe American. Joe America. His dog is a golden retriever.
What about the American Bulldog?
That's
stout,
has
tough.
A right name.
It's got American in the name. Comes
it's
from America.
Like cheating.
The American Foxhound. That's pretty historical.
That's cool.
You know scent hounds. They hunt foxes, obviously. Originating in America.
Did you ever see that movie, The Fox and the Hound?
Oh, of course, Matt. We were born about the same time. I think every person of our age is intimately familiar with that film.
That was a sad, sad movie.
It was. They really tugged at the heartstrings.
All right, I'm good with that. I'm good with the American Foxhound being the. I don't know. What do they look like? I'm just gonna put a picture.
They kind of look like. Well, they look like a hound. You know, larger ears, thin legs, mid-sized tail. I can describe the appearance from Wikipedia. They weigh anywhere between 65 and 75 pounds. The legs of a foxhound are very long and straight boned.
Oh, okay.
And their
I've
chest
seen
is
these
narrowed.
before. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's lean. Okay.
We could certainly. I don't know. This is a hard
Now,
one.
see,
I
it's
regret
the
picking it
cousin
already.
of the English foxhound. A lot of the times, England and America are described as cousins.
I think I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I've solved the problem, Matt. You can relax because I figured out what the correct answer to this problem is. You ready?
I'm ready.
I think it should be a dog that originated from America, by the way. A workhorse dog. A dog very common on family farms throughout the 20s and 30s during the prime of America. A dog that killed rodents, kept farms safe, protected the American people.
The Greyhound.
No.
Oh,
The rat terrier.
no. What?
It's also because I have a rat terrier,
Oh, that's not
which
fair.
is cheating. And
That's cheating.
she actually I had two. Now I only have one, but they're great. And I think you should and I think it should be the rat terrier. They come from America. Let me explain to you the history. That they were used for hunting rats, vermin, and small game such as squirrels and hare. Let's see. Loyal hunting companions. One of the most popular dog types from the 20s to the 40s.
All right. I'm just going to bring out the only piece of evidence I have in this argument. Do you want the official dog of your country to be associated with killing rodents?
Yeah, just like America kills its enemies.
I arrest my case.
That was an easy one. All right, good. I'm glad we solved that one.
I'm going to say the greyhound. I mentioned
Um,
that before, and it just kind of clicked
well,
because the Greyhound bus,
might it help
which
if
is
I
such a
an iconic
culturally
American?
American thing.
Would it help if I told you some of the actual official state dogs of the United States?
Okay, that would work. Yeah.
Maybe. So, Alaska, the Alaskan Malamute.
Okay.
Maryland, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Massachusetts, of course, has the Boston Terrier. Pennsylvania's is the Great Dane. Texas has the Blue Lacy. Virginia has the American Foxhound.
Wow.
Georgia did propose in 1991, and it did not pass to make Golden Retriever the official dog. Georgia's
It didn't pass.
No, apparently not.
Wow.
Georgia this year proposed the English
Fans
Bulldog.
of the Black Lab rose up and knocked that one down.
Well, how about your Labrador Retriever was proposed in Maine in 2015?
Okay.
So there you go. That's a selection there more, but you get the idea. So it's a tough one. I'm still voting for the rat terrier, but
I think we're going to let our viewers decide that one.
let the fans at home decide. Good. I like it. All right. What else do we have?
Your favorite official dessert?
Dessert. Oh, are you kidding? That's a great one. The official dessert.
And it can't be the apple pie. 'Cause I feel like that's become an icon all unto itself.
Oh, you want to bring up a lesser dessert?
Yeah,
I'm
thinking of one that's not the apple. The apple pie can be the official pie, or it can just be a cultural staple, like an official dessert.
Well, and to be fair, a state already has the apple pie as its state pie. Can you guess which state? The same state that has it as its official fruit.
It's New York.
No. It is the apple muffin is the official muffin of New York.
And the apple is the
The
official
state
fruit.
Yes, but another state also has it.
Huh. New Hampshire. There's a spider on my computer.
You're extremely close. Try again.
I mean,
The state
No.
right between those two.
wait, what?
The state right between those two.
There are many states.
No, New
between
York and New Hampshire.
Oh, it's Vermont.
It's Vermont. It is, in fact, Vermont.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Apple pie. All right. Well, then, what is the United States dessert?
Chocolate pudding. Come on. Why is that so funny?
I think we'd be laughed out of the UN if we chose chocolate pudding.
I don't understand. It's a great dessert. You can actually put it in a pie shell and make it into a pie. You can put whipped cream on it. You can put bananas in it. That's really good.
It's such a simpleton dessert, Matt.
You can put chocolate. It's very simple.
That sucks.
But that's what I'm
sorry.
thinking. It's like it's quick. It's fast. It's already made.
That really bums me out. I would be so bummed out. It's like good news. We have an official United States dessert, chocolate pudding. Oh.
How about angel food cake?
What? Well, okay. I want to hear your explanation on that one. Are you just naming desserts that come to the top of your head?
It's light and fluffy.
Like America.
Well, yeah. And it just tastes really good.
Yeah, that's true. I got one.
All right. Come up with a better one.
Something distinctly American. popularized during one of the most successful times in recent American history. A dessert that exemplifies the American family and their dedication to fine cuisine. It would be none other than Jell-O.
Okay. Here's my problem with the Jell-O. You, for lack of a better term, crapped all over my chocolate pudding idea.
And then I come up with Jell-O.
And you came up with Jell-O. That's a problem right there. I think in and of
That's
itself.
fair. I'm not gonna hurt you on that one. That one's fair.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's scrap both of those. How about?
Although I will say Jell-O is the official state snack of
There's
Utah.
always room for Jell-O.
In Utah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna say, how's this? The parfait.
The parfait. Okay.
Parfait. It's red, white, and blue.
True. Well, it can be if you make it in a way that's red, white, and blue.
Well, the kind that you would buy in McDonald's is red, white, and blue. Yogurt,
Okay.
strawberries, and blueberries.
Sure.
It's layered and multifaceted, just like the multi-ethnic, multicultural nation of the United States. And it's really nutritious. It has basically all you need. It has vitamins, it has protein, it has carbs. It's a great way to start your day.
My problem is if we're gonna pick cola as the official beverage,
There's
and then
no way
be like, well, that's unhealthy, so we'll pick the parfait to seem a little healthier.
Well, I don't know if it's because of that. I think if anything, that also illustrates how multifaceted we are as a nation. Yet
guess.
somehow still unified.
The other problem is, Matt, use some word etymology here. Where does the word parfait come from?
It's French. It's a French word.
It's French. Parfaits are French. Come
But
on.
you know what? Look far enough in our history, and we were English and
But Matt,
French.
this is the country that changed the name of French fries to Freedom Fries. Come on.
This is maybe half of that country did, but maybe the lunatic half.
Some of us never changed it back. Parfait's not a bad option, but I'm going to one-up it because let's take the parfait, Americanize it, right? None of this French granola healthy BS. The ice cream sundae, invented in the United States.
Yes.
A decadent sweet treat that comes from this country.
Did you look that up somewhere?
Yes and no. I went to the Wikipedia page for parfait.
Okay.
And it says
And
also Sunday, and then I clicked, and
That's
it turns
still,
out it's from America.
I'm gonna give you credit for that. That's genius. I can't argue with that. The ice cream sundae is a great dessert, and it's purely American. That's it. Ice cream sundae it is.
Do you know that at least 8 different cities have claimed to have invented the ice cream sundae?
Wow. Wasn't it invented by ice cream itself
Yeah.
by Dolly Madison? Or at least allegedly.
I don't know about that.
Could have just been one of those things that's ascribed to a famous person.
Well, but Wikipedia says it dates back to ancient Greece, so...
Wikipedia says everything dates back to ancient Greece.
To be fair, though, it says ancient Greeks ate snow mixed with honey and fruit in the markets of Athens. So if you consider that ice cream...
All right, well, where were they getting snow if Greece is a Mediterranean climate? That's what I want to know.
It is Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt. In China, they were eating a frozen mixture of milk and rice around 200 BC.
It's still not ice cream. It ain't ice cream. That's all I'm going to say. All right.
I like the sundae. I think that's a good choice. And, the other thing, too, is I think I might have scrolled by it that the sundae... Oh, no, it's not. Okay, I thought it was the official dessert of a state, but it somehow isn't. Ice cream is for a few states, but... Like Connecticut, it's the state dessert, but not the sundae. Hey, Matt, can I ask you a question?
What's that, Mr.
And
Sean?
you don't have to answer it if you don't like. You keep
Fire
looking
away.
to the side a lot.
Me?
Yes, as we talk, you look to the side a lot. You
Like this?
Yes. Is there something over there you're looking at? I'm
It
just
happens
curious.
to be the this this little baseball game going
Oh,
on
okay.
right.
That's fine. I'm not going to fault you. I have watched more than my fair share of sporting events while doing these shows. I'm not going to fault
Yeah.
you. I just wanted to
It's that
know.
the computer's positioned in a way that's inconvenient, and anytime it looks like something exciting happens every 2 seconds,
I
but then
Can I
in
give you-
reality, it's usually just a replay.
Can I
from
give you a
like,
pro tip, Matt?
what's the pro tip?
Put the TV behind the camera. And so it
Okay.
looks like you're looking at the person, but really you're
Yeah,
watching the game.
that would be a pro tip, but it's a pretty big TV. I
I'm
don't know
just
if
kidding with
do
you.
that.
I believe me, I've done that plenty.
No, but I think we've talked a lot about the food. Oh, here we go.
All we ever talk about is food, to be
Official. It is. We do talk a lot about the food. Official U.S. musical instrument.
fair. Ooh, that is a good one. Several states have official instruments. I'm not a good historian of instruments, though. I don't know what it. You know, I'd have to. I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
I feel like I want to say saxophone.
Because it's the sexiest instrument. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that's basically it. Also, I think it was invented. Was it invented in the United States?
I'm sure.
I was just
Wikipedia will
thinking
know.
jazz. I know jazz is something that's a purely American invention.
It was invented in Belgium,
Damn.
but we can say popularized in America. Sure.
Yeah, but that's not good enough. Or it's another jazzy instrument that may or may not have been invented in the United States. How about the cymbals? No, I don't think they were invented in the United States.
I think I know
They
the
almost
answer.
definitely weren't.
Actually, I have two because I did Wikipedia American musical instruments. So once
The
again, Sean
sousaphone.
Jennings cheating.
I know the sousaphone definitely. That would have been the easy answer.
That's a good
I didn't
one.
want to say. Because the sousaphone was invented by John Philip Sousa, I think. Or at least named after him.
No, it was built at the request of.
Of John Philip Sousa.
Yep.
All right. So he had it. It was his vision.
Mhm.
And he's a very famous American composer, composed basically every famous American march you can think of.
Mhm.
And you wear it, and it's big and ostentatious.
It is. That is a good pick. The problem is I don't think the tuba is as popular as it used to be.
The tuba.
I think you got part of the problem there, but I have the answer. You ready for this?
Go for it.
The most American instrument. An instrument that's played nowhere else in the world but the United States.
Really?
An instrument that is ingrained in our culture and that represents a certain time and place in American history. I am, of course, talking about
Go on.
the banjo.
Whoa. All right. Yeah.
Absolutely a truly American instrument, and a jazz instrument as well as a folk instrument, bluegrass, you name it, and an instrument that really is not played too much around the world. It's really an American instrument, so
It really is.
I think that would be an
It really is.
interesting choice. My first choice was going to be the synthesizer,
That's what I thought you were going to say.
an instrument that defined the greatest cultural time in American history, the 1980s.
Of course.
Where music really just it peaked and it's all been downhill,
Everything
and
peaked.
that's because of the synthesizer. But I like the banjo.
Yeah. Banjo's good.
But I like the sousaphone. I think it should be that the banjo is the official string instrument and that the sousaphone is the official brass instrument.
Okay. We could always do that.
And I like that because I think both are good. And there are a lot of other the jug,
That could be the official percussive instrument,
the kazoo,
maybe.
the official wind instrument.
The washboard.
The-
Now we're just making a band. We're just making like an old-timey folk band.
Don't laugh because washboard, jug, kazoo are all on the list of American musical instruments. So you're not far off.
Yeah.
Ukulele, that might be a fun one. People wouldn't expect that
Yeah.
because it is
I like-
Hawaiian. So
Can we make that one? Yeah, that's up there with the banjo. The banjo and the ukulele.
I think what we need is a musical battle
Yeah.
between the two, and the winner moves on to become the official instrument.
Yeah.
I would pay pay-per-view money to see that.
Battle of the century. Except neither of us know how to play those instruments.
No, God, no, it shouldn't be us
Battle
playing them. Absolutely not. That would be a disaster. Would you like to know some of the official state instruments of the United States, Matt?
Yeah.
As we continue to learn things. 1, 2, 3, 4 states have the fiddle as their official instruments. Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and South Dakota. Texas is the guitar. Wisconsin is the accordion. Washington State is the drums. Louisiana is the Cajun accordion. And Kentucky is an instrument I've never heard of before. The Appalachian dulcimer is a fretted string instrument of the zither family.
I've heard of the dulcimer. I think it's Turkish by origin.
Well, the Appalachian dulcimer.
Oh, no, the Appalachian one definitely isn't.
Right. But that's
I think
a
the
good...
dulcimer...
Oh, yeah, there's a Swedish version,
Oh.
a Norwegian version, a German version, a French version.
We totally could have had this instrument on our
It is weird.
instrument show.
Yeah, here, I'll play a sample for the folks at home, Matt. You won't hear it, but let's see what it sounds like. I like it. It's got a good sound, actually. I think it's nice. I think it'd be better in a band on its own. But that's cool. I wouldn't have known that. Neat. All right, Matt. Well, sadly, we're out of time.
Wow.
I know. It just flies. Just flies by.
All good things.
I don't know. What's the score of the baseball game, by the way?
It is 8-7 in favor of the Metropolitans at the moment.
Go Mets.
Let's go Mets.
I see what you're saying. Go. Who are they playing?
Right.
I hope it's not the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
So we are out of time, Matt. I don't know. Do we want to mention very quickly the movie draft?
Has anything really changed?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has significantly.
Wow. Okay.
What
came out?
We had two big. Well, okay. So the movies that came out were Purge Election Year and Legend of Tarzan. The problem is, for some reason, a lot of people went to the movies this past week. So a lot of past movies. Finding Dory actually made an extra $100 million since we last checked in. So two big changes to the rankings. Mike is still in fifth at $177 million. But Matt, you fell from third to fourth. You now are in fourth with $288 million. Colby in third with $309 million. Now, the other big piece, you ready for this? Our number one player, me, crossed the $1 billion mark. I have made $1.066 billion.
You know, I'd like to hear Roger Goodell get up at the beginning of the season and be like, good news, everybody. I just passed the $30 billion mark. I am now $30 billion richer than when I started the NFL. Well, he didn't start the NFL.
See, I thought you were going to make a Deflategate joke and say, I went up there, he goes up there and says, Sean overinflated his $1 billion and we're going to sanction him to win. But no, sadly, it turns out when you pick the second, third, fourth, and fifth highest grossing movies of the summer, you do pretty well.
Wow.
Now, you want to hear the good news, Matt?
Pays to do your homework.
That's, we knew Finding Dory was going to be big, and we knew The Jungle Book was a bit of a surprise. Also, a lot of the movies this summer sucked. I mean, even Angry Birds was, I think, the fifth or sixth highest grossing so far. And who would have thought that? The good news, Matt, I was reading, you have The Secret Life of Pets this weekend.
Yeah.
It's on track to do an $80 million opening weekend, which is huge, will be one of the biggest of this summer.
Okay.
So that's good news.
Something to look forward to.
The bad news is it's your last movie, and that means you'll have to make about $700 million.
It's all pretty much hinging on this one. I could get maybe third or second. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, you don't need a lot to cross. Well, 'cause Dan's done. I mean, he just has Pete's Dragon, which even if it does another 100 million, if Secret Life of Pets does 200, you're in the mix.
Now, who grabbed the Star Trek movie again?
So the only remaining movies, and there are very few, believe it or not, is Dan has Pete's Dragons and you have Secret Life of Pets, and then it's Colby with Star Trek and Jason Bourne, which he needs to do about 700 combined. Yeah. And then Mike as Ghostbusters, Ice Age Collision Course, and Suicide Squad, which he needs to do about 800. No, closer to 900 million combined. Put it this way, I am officially calling myself the presumptive winner.
Wow.
Just like my man Donald Trump, I am the presumptive, the presumptive winner. But we'll see. Hey, you never know, anything can happen. But yeah, it was a little lopsided, but it was a tough summer this year. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of movies that I thought would do better. Warcraft made $46 million. Like, I would not have guessed that.
Yeah.
That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 79. Popstar made $9 million. I mean, it was just a weird summer.
Yeah.
If you didn't get one of the, we only had 3 movies above 150 million. So, I guess everyone went to go see those 3 and then didn't bother seeing anything else.
Yeah.
I went to the movies less this summer than I normally do, so I understand.
Yeah, there really wasn't that many spectacular things to see. I wasn't that excited. I mean, being someone who's not a huge Marvel guy and not a huge kid movie guy, I guess there wasn't really a lot left. And then I was planning on going to see Warcraft. I wasn't gung ho about it, but I was thinking about it, and then it just got destroyed in the reviews.
You know what happened to me was I think I've just gotten to the point where I just say I'll watch it at home when it comes out. I mean, I think Captain America was a unique example where I am just a big Marvel fan and I just wanted to see it on the screen. But like, I'm a big X-Men fan. I've seen all the movies. I own them on Blu-ray. I'm a big fan. But honestly, A, the reviews weren't great. But B, it was just, it's a hassle to go to the theater. They make it so easy to get at home.
It's true. It's just better at home. You don't have to deal with people talking or munching their popcorn. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's
the
like
3D isn't anything worth seeing.
You gotta go back and rewatch our movie theater episode to find out
what's ailing our nation's theaters.
Can do. Yeah, what can they do to make movies fun again?
Like chocolate covered crickets. Exactly. All right, Matt. Well, this has been fun. Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up? The official podcast of the United States?
I wish we had a category called Official U.S. Ideas. And we can come up with the best U.S. ideas, because there's so many great ideas just like this podcast.
Hot damn, Matt. That does sound good. But certainly not tonight. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Of course, our website, upfordebate.tv. You should go there, get all the information on the show, past episodes, audio, video, they're all there. Where you can subscribe, if you hit the subscribe button, it'll get you links for iTunes and Stitcher Radio and Google Play Music and most major podcasting apps and RSS, and also all our social channels. So Twitter, at Up for Debate TV. Facebook, please like us, and you can get the live stream Up for Debate TV on Facebook, as well as on YouTube. And I will say upfordebate.tv/draft if you'd like to follow along in the movie draft. The sheet's embedded there, and you can see every week how we're doing. I don't know what we're going to talk about next time, but we will talk about something. And I think it will be fun, and I think you should come back and join us. On behalf of Matt, this is Sean, thanking everybody for joining us this week. We can't wait to see you next time for more Up for Debate.
Grits Nation.
Go, #GoGrits.